Well, I think Graf's really got to be a little bit more courageous about just trying to finish points off, even at the net, as Hingis has shown at times. Those remarkable skills.
Well, as the second set gets underway, I should just mention that some of you may be tuning in expecting to see cycling. Of course, the tennis delayed here for over an hour because of rain. We will be going back to the cycling, and if there are any developments on the Marco Pantani story, disqualified from the Tour of Italy, of course, for failing a drug test, we'll pass those on to you from here. That backhand down the line is doing real damage.
Well, it's a lovely old silver trophy, the Suzanne Longnon Cup, but I think she's struck a vein of gold, frankly, with the backhand down the line. And even there, almost able to bring it off. Graf doing some exercises. Of course, she's never free of pain.
It's pretty audacious to attempt that off a return of serve.
Yes, two very poor shots in this game. I think just really as a result of all the efforts of the first set. And the problem really is that Graf's not in the mood to take advantage of them. It's a must-win game, given that Hingis is not concentrating all that effectively. It's when you've got to rip through your opponent. Try and keep them that way if you can by surging ahead. Well, you can imagine she really lined up the ball, and with those backhands being hit down the line, Graf caught unawares.
Break point.
Well, a couple of times this game, Hingis didn't seem to have hit the ball too hard to the Graf forehand, and yet she's making Graf play it on the slide without, therefore, much control on the Graf shot.
Égalité.
And being berated for trying it a little once too often. Graf really in position that time round. It's as big a forehand as she's hit.
Third deuce. Opening game of the second set. No, she keeps overhitting from this end. The wind, of course, behind her. But again, Graf playing a roll backhand in the middle of a rally. I think we've seen at least 3 of those today. Third break point.
Yes, it's interesting that it's a roll and the slice is her bread and butter.
Hingis breaks. And the 18-year-old is looking good. As the Graf ground strokes begin to break down. You're watching Eurosport's live coverage of the French Open ladies final. Of course, tomorrow, Andre Agassi, who came through the Zoom match this morning, takes on Andre Medvedev. But right now, Martina Hingis is set and 1 love up and serving against Steffi Graf.
Well, it's interesting that both times Hingis has lost her serve, it's been from this end. It's the wind-assisted end. You would have thought it would just give her that much more power. Well, it does, but it also means the Graf can hit out against the wind.
Didn't hit out there, though, did she? Chopped off the backhand, no follow-through.
On your service.
The camera's a mixture today, half on Hingis, half on Graf. Well, the one side, looking at the other side, they do seem predominantly on Graf. Very often there's an obvious favourite out there and they tend to zoom in on him or her.
At the moment, the Graf game is crumbling. So many unforced errors. Crispness that she had at times in the first set isn't there. There's another.